going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. It's TNT Neon Prime here, and we're back. Yes, we're back with another review, and this time it's a review on the Guardian robot and Lunar-Tread, which is pretty much a recap, a re-siege issue of Ultra Madness. Omega Supreme, which I never got my hands on Omega Supreme, and people on eBay now trying to sell that joker for like $500-600, and so he's going to be my Omega Supreme. I'm gonna slap an Autobot symbol right here on his chest, and he's going to be my blue and white Omega Supreme, pretty much, and probably be posed with my masterpiece setup, which I'm gonna have to find some room to put him because my area is a little small right now. But other than that, yes, he's gonna be my Omega Supreme. He's looking good, he's looking tall, and very, very big, healthy boy. A lot of energon this cat been eating, a lot of energon and drinking. All right, so let's get into it. Right now. All right, first we have some paint here on the area. This is painted here. Then we have some paint here, right here on this area, along with some paint right up in here. I want to say this chest area is a little different than what Omega Supremes is. So yes, that looks really good. You can see I have Lunar-Tread sitting here on his shoulder, and there's a few tricks you can do with him, which I will show later on. We have Omega Supreme. We have the Guardian face mask covering his face up here, so he got his face on the inside, which is painted, I do believe. A lot of paint apps on this guy. Right here, the rubber hoses. These are rubber hoses, so they are very flexible and everything. So he's looking real good. Nice detailing about him. We have some paint apps up in here, also some paint apps here. We have this right here is painted. There's a lot of paint on this guy. So yeah, a lot of detailing and everything. Also check the detailing out inside of his arm area. So yeah, that's nice right there. Guns painted on both sides. He does have light piping, so I'm gonna show you. I don't know if y'all be able to see that or not by being during the day, but I'm gonna show you this light piping, so you can see, if you can see that, got some nice light piping up in there. Yeah, this Joker is a big boy, and you'll be able to see when I say he's a big boy to my height comparison. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start with Lunar. Let's start with Luna here, so to get this focused in. Also check the detailing out inside of his arm area. So yeah, that's nice right there. All right, here we have Lunar-Tread in his robot mode. He comes packaged in his alt mode, but for that we have orange detailing here, which is paint, and paint on his face. Not too much more to go over him. Articulation, arms rotate around, leg kick up, knee bend due to transformation, kick back, and no split, have a slight thigh rotation. Alright, so let's get him transformed up back into his rover mode. Just throw the arms up like so, fold the legs back, and there he is in his lunar mode. And he can be placed up here on Omega Supreme, well, I meant Guardian, by this little peg here. So we have, let me get this zoomed in. Not zoomed in, but as you can see on the ports right here, he has ports on his legs and also ports on his shoulders. So I'm going to show a port on his shoulder where Lunar can be ported right into. Get him to peg in. So he can pretty much peg right there, as you can see there. And also he can be pegged on his shoulder, which I'm gonna zoom back. Y'all have to trust me on this, because moving this camera, something special. Because this guy is big. So we'll take that, and then he can peg on his shoulder like so. Let me get him there. So he can peg there on his shoulder, and we'll zoom in on him right there. So that way you can see him pegged in on the shoulder right up there. I think that's about the only place you can peg him is here, 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 and pretty much on his leg. Pretty much on his leg and his shoulder, on either shoulder. So yeah. Alright, so let's get into next articulation for this guy. This is a big boy. I got to keep walking back and forth to the camera. Alright, so let's take Lunar off his shoulder and start with articulation. As far as articulation, his head is on a tilt pivot deal, about like MP57 Skyfire. Got that same deal, so he can raise up, so he can look around all the way around. Also, he has his turret in the back, which I'll go over that later on. You can move his head up and down. He can look down and he can look up, due to there's a like an extension in there, so you have that going on. Also, his arms can rotate, which they have very nice ratchets in it. They can come up like so. Has a bicep swivel. Bring it around so you can see the bicep swivel, which it gives him a good 90. Also, bring back this arm here can do pretty much the same thing. He has claws and everything, so for articulation for the claws, and they do bend in and out, so they're on a 2-point deal. So articulation here and articulation right here. Alright, he does have a waist swivel due to transformation. It's on a tight ratchet. His legs can kick forward that high. It does have a thigh swivel with ratchet. Also, his legs can kick out. Also, all the way out due to transformation. Everything is on a tight ratchet. As you can hear, it might overpower my voice. But like I said, it has a thigh swivel, and he has a knee bend, trying to hold him up. Has a knee bend with a soft ratchet with lots of detailing in here. Lots and lots of detailing, like that a lot. And as far as that, That's about as high as up he can kick. Can't kick no higher. Has a ankle tip also with ratchet to inside tip, but no outside tip. So he also have detailing here on the bottom of his feet, looking real good. And that's about it as far as articulation on this guy. As far as I can remember that I was going over before testing, before shooting the footage. So I think that's about it as far as articulation. Alright, we're gonna go over some hidden features that he has in his on him also. So I did forget some articulation. I can't remember if I did the bicep, but he do have a bicep swivel. So that's on both arms, and the hand can rotate. So that's also on a soft ratchet. So the hand can rotate with that also. And that should do it for the articulation. But like I said, you know, this is pretty neat. So that can rotate. Alright, for the hidden features, we have, like I said, you turn his head around and he has the gun here on the back. He also has the gun here that you can see these, so it's not hidden. And also he has missile pods here. So he have large missiles here, and he has smaller missiles here. So let me see if you get that to zoom in on it. So y'all can see how that is. Alright, going back so we can get back to the footage. Alright, also he have hidden features here on his knees, on the shins, where you can put doors. Have hidden doors where Lunar can be stored in here, or any other minifigures can be also stored in there. They're pretty deep, so they go as deep as his side here. Speaking of side, more great detailing here on the side with the paint apps and everything. Alright. Not too much on the back, which these are like he could fly with rocket boosters. Also, he looking crazy, looking backwards at y'all. So nice detailing here. Also paint apps here on the back side of it. His guys really got some paint on him. Yeah, really looks really good. Like I said, he's going to be my Omega Supreme. He will be my Omega Supreme, a blue version of him. So yeah. Think that's about it as far as the hidden features. So we got that going down. We'll slap that down, and also we'll start going over his accessories next, what comes with him. Alright, so what comes with him, we have several blast effects. So we have several blast effects that come with him. We got 2 of the shoulder blast effects. We have 3 for the tank, or wherever you want to put them at. And we have a blast effects here. Also, I don't know what this one is for, but I guess you can peg them together also and get like a little funky. I dropped one. So I take it that you can peg them together and get like one massive funky blast effect deal going on. So I'm just putting them together, and like that's one big blast effect right there where you can put together. And you know, that part can come like right here. We'll put it right here in his arm. Open this up and can peg there for that one big blast effect, so you can see how that look from the side and everything. Put that one big, as M goes say, one big bloosh. So got that going on. Then also you can take these guys here and peg them to the guns here, so it look like he's blasting out the guns right there. Let me see. Also, you can do the same thing to this side where he can blast one big bloosh effect out of this arm right here. So get that going on. Also, then with the same blast effect, you can look like he's taking damage. Plug him into his pigs on the side, like he's taking damage from other shots. Like right here, one big one on his knee. So you can pretty much peg him any way you want to. So he's taking shots while giving shots. So you can pretty much put all the blast effects up there. So we'll get a good zoom in on all that blast effect. So you can see like he's taking damage and then he giving damage. So yeah, that will work right there. Just trying to get them focused back up. So yeah, that right there will work for all the blast effects. So I'm glad they gave him pretty much all the blast effects that came with them. But like I said, yeah, you can build these blast effects up, build them up together, which I probably won't be. I might display them with these right here shooting, maybe one right here shooting, depending on how I feel about it. All right. Oh, and these claws are on ratchet joints, except for the finger. The bendable finger part is not on a ratchet joint. All right, up next, we're gonna get up to some height comparisons, and y'all gonna be surprised about these height comparisons. All right, for height comparison, first up we're gonna have Legacy War for Cybertron Siege Optimus Prime, so y'all can see how they compare it to a Legacy. Now that's pretty good scale right there. All right, next we're gonna have Transforms Element Masterpiece version of Optimus Prime. So y'all can see that size comparison there, which I think that still will work, especially if DNA come up with some leg extensions for him. So yeah, that'll work really good. All right. Up next is MP57 Skyfire. I took him out his dramatic pose just so y'all can see the height difference in him. That's MP57 Skyfire. And the big boy himself. So MP57 Skyfire, and this boy right here, Cabana Wars Devastator, is my biggest box I have so far in my collection. And look at the difference in height with the Guardian and Cabana Wars Devastator. So you can see that big height comparison right there. Look at the height comparison right there. All right. I'm gonna bring in a few more combiners. Here we have Legacy Evolution Combiner Minosaur. So you can see how tall he is with him. Also, we have Cabana Wars Aerial Box. So y'all can see the height comparison there. So Like I said, the biggest box I have, which y'all can see how tall with Skyfire. These are the biggest box I have in my collection. Combiner Wars Devastator was the biggest one. He was the tallest one in my collection. Now, look how he towers over. Guardian towers over Combiner Wars Devastator. Combiner Wars Devastator is like 17 and a half, 18 inches. This cat is with the wings, he's probably up to 22, 24 inches, somewhere in there. So let's go get a tape measure and measure that out and see. All right, to the wingspan, he stands at 21 and 3/4 inches tall with the wingspan. All right, to the head, he stands 20 inch, right at 19 inches, 7/8, by about roughly 20 inches. So he is now reign supreme of the biggest bot in my collection. I can't believe how tall this joker is. And then if DNA comes out with leg extensions, oh man, it's going to be over with. He's probably going to be as tall as a Masterpiece Omega Supreme from what the third companies are making. So yes, he is a very, very big bot. Alright, let's get into transformation. Alright, let's get into transformation for this big joker. Alright, let's do it. Straighten his legs out. Alright, first what we're going to do, we're going to come around here to the back. We're going to turn him around. Unpeg his rocket boosters from the back side of his bottom here, which they pegged in to right there. Alright, then we're going to unpeg the tracks. So just take the tracks out and we're going to lay them off to the side. Lay them out to the side. Then what we're going to do is take his arms and slide his arms out. So that's where we have this guy right now. So what we're going to do, go ahead and make the rocket, extend the arms out. You can rotate it if you want. It's totally up to you. Then take this section here and slide it down and everything. Also same with this side right here. As you see, he's going to be a big boy. And rotate the arm, slide the extension out, slide the extension down, open up the feet, which would be the leg, the platforms for, open up his hands, which would be the platforms for the rocket. Then bring this in. You're going to collapse it all the way flat. Bring these, you can bring these together right now. Collapse it, bring it all the way in, and rotate it back. Which I forgot before I one step. Open these platforms up right here. Open that up. Open that up. And then bring that into play. Lock it in. Bring these down. Pretty much lock them into this place. And there you have the rocket. Which I'm going to do a size comparison with the rocket with Combiner Wars Devastator. Look how huge that joker is. That is the rocket over Devastator. And I don't even have the top of the tip all the way out to make the rocket taller. Just a little extension, which I can go ahead and do that right now. So there goes the extension right there. So look how tall he is over him. So we're gonna measure the rocket the rocket's standing at 2 foot and an eighth. So that's how tall the rocket is. This is a big joker. Very big. Alright, so we're going to set the rocket off to the side. As a matter of fact, let's take it off camera. Do that real quick. Take it off camera. And we're going to bring it back down to big boy. Alright, from there, what you want to do is turn it around, back around, lift the rocket panels up. Lift those up, drop his belly, his abdomen, drop that down. And from there, you got to pull the tank out. And it's pegged in kind of tight. So there's a peg here. And it pegs into that back slot right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is go ahead and transform the tank up. Bring all this out. Extend the arm, but extend the tank arms. And we're going to rotate that up. Then we're going to take the bottom tread here. Bring that out. Just like that for right now. Then lift the front panel here. Then here it reveals the turret. Also, we can bring that up. I won't trying to peg yourself in. Bring that up. This can rotate, but it can't rotate once we get it fully transformed up. But you'll see. Alright, so now what we're going to do is bring this stuff up. But you have 2 pegs here, and you have peg holes here. So what this is going to do is collapse into a peg just like that. We're going to bring the tank treads up, so we're going to have that going on, and bring these down. And right here, they are pegs that will lock into the blue peg up here. They won't lock in, they just pretty much keep it, pretty much stable. So you have that going on, and bring the turret up and close that down, and we have his tank mode. So we got his tank mode going on. Set that off to the side. Alright, you can close this up for now, close this down for now, bring his legs all the way out, then kick them back, revealing all that beautiful detailing. Fold the leg out, rotate the body, and there is his base mode set up so far. Bring that down. Alright, then you're going to take the track, open the track up, bring the feet down so it can have something to stand on. Pretty much they pegs right here. Let's see. Bring, yep, right there. They're going to peg into these slots right here. So they're going to peg directly into the slots right up here. Let me zoom in on that so y'all can see. So these pegs right here, you're gonna peg right into that. All right, bring that in. if it allow me to. Well, we're gonna just make it work just long enough for there you go, one side. Trying to get it pegged in, folks. There you go, the other side. Alright, so there you have it on the front. So you can see what that looked like. Right there. Then we're gonna rotate, bring it around. My stage ain't big enough for a box like this size. Same thing, open it up, bring, same thing, what we're gonna do, pretty much, like I said, open it up, bring the legs down, and same thing gonna happen on this side. We will peg it in. Peg it in, and right there. These wings are made of a soft plastic, so I guess so they can take the tolerance of that. And there we have him. Oh, I forgot one thing. Take the inside of the thigh, right here. So the inside of the thigh right here, and take that, bring out ramps. You don't have to have them, but it's part of the transformation. So there you have him in his base mode. Let me bring that up so y'all can see the ramps. So there are the ramps right there. And then y'all can see how that looks so far into that. Right there. Then we can bring the rocket in, place the rocket on the inside there. Alright, let's bring that back so y'all can see how that is. Alright, make sure we got it focused good. Alright, now we're going to bring the tank in. And the tank do have wheels on him, so it can roll around pretty good. So it can circle the track. Let me get his face mounted back in there really good first. I guess you can have the back side of this out so he can shoot from behind and in front of him. So pretty much you put the tank here, and then Lunar can go anywhere up here. He can actually peg into one side over there, so you can just keep him there if you would like to have him just pegged there for sure. So he can pretty much stay pegged on that side. Zoom in so y'all can see him. Let the tank zoom back out. And there he is in base mode. Alright, there are a few features that go along with base mode where Lunar can collaborate, can come out of. So with the tank mode, you can have him sitting here, tank mode, and actually put Lunar. Lunar can sit right in here. There's places right here that Lunar can sit, and it pretty much keep him from falling out. So you can see how I got him tilted so he can pretty much stay in there, and then you can just set him down and he can come rolling out, you know, and get on the track. Alright, that's one feature. So let's put him back. And the other feature, if we can get him up here. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But here is where we left off. There is a secret compartment in the rocket mode where you can open that door and Lunar can fit inside here like that. So you can stick Lunar, let me get in there so y'all can see. So you can stick Lunar right up in there. Pretty neat compartment. Right, zoom back out and get him focused in. Hope he's focused in, folks. So yeah, there you go. Where that stick Lunar inside the door, which it opens up also, and it shows some nice detailing inside here. So let me get them out and focus in so you can see that detailing all up in there. So pretty much where you can work the rocket from the inside. So all that detailing, he can roll up in there, and Lunar can also stand. Of course he can stand in there because he's small. He can stand inside there and act like he's working the controls. So you can see him in there like he's working controls. One more zoom in for y'all. So yeah, there you go. Pretty nice setup, man. Pretty nice setup. Pretty nice setup. And there is Omega in his base mode, which he can use, open these up and still use these rockets right there. And all at the same time, we can put his blast effects in. Put his blast effects in, and he can pretty much have all the fun in the world shooting Decepticons. So you see how the blast effects working right there. Let me bring them up, and so y'all can see how that works out. And the missile pods. So, yeah, pretty cool base. Pretty cool base. I don't think I missed anything. We already went over that the doors can open up here, which we'll bring that in one more time. That the panels here can open up where you can put a minicon or whatever in there, a micro figure. So we'll take that and put like Storming inside there, so you can see how that worked out. So yeah, all right, let's get him back in robot mode and talk about him, which I don't think I missed anything. Pretty much detailing is pretty good on him. Detailing on the base, the tank pretty much looks good. Detailing on the rocket looks very well. Also, knock the door off. The door just on a peg. So pretty much detailing on the rocket and everything looks really good. So yeah, I like it. I like him a lot. He's gonna be my Omega Supreme. He sure will. No doubt about that. Alright, let's get him back in robot mode, talk about him. Alright, my final thoughts on this guy. If y'all can find one, pick him up. I found mine at GameStop. GameStop had them in stock, not here in Charlotte, but in Winston-Salem area. So they 3 stores there in that area, and they keep one each. So one in Kernersville is gone if you're in the Winston-Salem area. One at Winston-Salem, I forget the one over there by Ross. Pretty much Ross, and I forget the other area over there. This is where I got that one, so that one is gone, and currently they still one more there over here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But yeah, I picked him up. I used some points for him. He's $199. With tax would have been $213, but I had points, so I got him down to $199 pretty much. That's with tax. So I had enough points to knock him down to a reasonable price where I can pick him up, and thank God for that, for points and all that stuff. So if you got points and stuff with GameStop, use them. You can use them towards purchase for this big guy. But yeah, I got him, like I said, from GameStop. I recommend him 10 out of 10, especially if you don't have a Omega Supreme in your collection. This can be your Omega Supreme mode. If you have an Omega Supreme and you're completionist, definitely pick him up. He's worth it. Worth the pickup, and hopefully DNA will come out with some leg extensions to make him taller, so he can really be truly a masterpiece. He's pretty much going to be in my masterpiece collection either way you put it. He looks good. He's great. A lot of paint on him. Very, very posable. So very posable, at least for the size he is, and he's taller than Cabana Wars Devastator, which I thought, that was going to be the big bop, but he stands over Devastator like he's nothing. So especially if DNA come out with leg extensions, so it's going to be another deal. But other than that, man, y'all if y'all can find them, pick them up, cause you already know how much they selling Siege Omega Supreme and the Omega Supreme this tall anyway on eBay. $500-$600, man. Too much money, you know what I'm saying? And some of them used are selling for like $200, which I can see that. But as far as $500, nah, I'm good on that. I got me an Omega Supreme now. He might be blue and white instead of orange and gray, but hey, he's my Omega Supreme. I go with him. I rock him. Yeah, he rock with me. I'll rock with him. All right. As I would say, if y'all enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, you can give a thumbs down. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all my future subscribers. Thank you to all the people who's watching this right now. Thank you all the people who's getting ready to watch it or have watched it. And just like to thank y'all for what y'all do. I'm up to 520 some subscribers, and I'm looking forward to reach that 1,000 and then beyond that. You know what I'm saying? So I know this stuff takes time, but I'm getting there. All right. As I always say, God is good all the time. TNT Neon Prime out. Be blessed.